So we have some news that just came out from Diana Rossini of The Athletic. It says here, while there is no deal right now, the Green Bay Packers have reached out to free agent quarterback Ryan Tannehill, sources tell The Athletic. The former Titans quarterback told me in July for him to sign, quote, it would have to be right situation. So with Jordan Love out, likely missing somewhere between 3 to 6 weeks. I've seen 3 to 4, a few different numbers. He's going to miss some time. The Packers, of course, traded for former Titans quarterback Malik Willis for a 7th-round pick, and now they have reportedly reached out to Ryan Tannehill. And I did watch an interview with Ryan Tannehill and Diana Rossini on Scoop City with Chase Daniel sometime in the past month. And in this interview, Tannehill made it clear that if the right opportunity presented itself, he would be interested, but he also sounded okay to not play football as well. And so my question with him is he waiting for an opportunity where the quarterback's out for the entire year so he can come in and be the starter for the rest of the season? Or would he come into a situation like Green Bay where he would maybe play 3, 4, 5, 6 games? The question is, would he be open to that? And I think when you look at, is it better to start Malik Willis or Ryan Tannehill? It's just two completely different situations. With Malik Willis, there's just a massive unknown because we haven't really seen him play much since 2022. He played in, 1 or 2 games, 276 yards, 3 interceptions, 0 touchdowns. Threw for 74 yards last season. And clearly the Packers brought him in for a reason. And I was wondering if, they feel confident with him as the backup or, as the guy to come in to replace Love right now at this time. Or was it more of a long-term play where they expected Jordan Love to be healthy for the whole season and maybe Malik Willis could develop in the background and then they would eventually feel fine with putting him out there? So there's some questions. With Ryan Tannehill, though, I think there's no doubt that he would be the better option just because he's a veteran player. This is a very, very good offense with a ton of weapons, a solid offensive line, a good running game. And considering the games the Packers have scheduled, I think that with Ryan Tannehill, the Packers could win these games. Because if it was, tougher competition, if we were playing like the Niners, the Cowboys, some of those teams, I still think we'd have a chance with Tannehill. It would be a little tougher, though. But here are the matchups. We got Colts next week, then the Titans, then the Vikings, then a few tougher games, I would say. We got Rams, Cardinals, Texans. And so I would say if Tannehill is open to it, I think that would be the best decision. Not to say that Malik Willis can't be solid. We just don't really know. There's so much unknown. He doesn't have much experience. I think the safer route is Ryan Tannehill, and that makes sense why the Packers would reach out to him. I did see another report a little earlier before this one that Jay Glazer said Malik Willis will get the start for the Packers. And so I'm wondering if, they reached out to Tannehill before they decided that Malik Willis will get the start. Did he tell the Packers no? Right now, we don't have that information. Or are they planning to start him unless they were to get someone else like Ryan Tannehill? So there's still a lot of questions right now. No doubt Ryan Tannehill will be, I think, the better option just because of his experience, the fact that he's a veteran. I think he could come in right away to Green Bay and run this offense at a somewhat high level. We look at his past few years, his stats. Wasn't great in 2023. Started in 8 games, dealt with some injuries, 4 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. The year before that, started in 12 games, had 13 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Year before that, started in 17 games, had 21 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. And so he was a pretty solid quarterback. He had a few really nice years there in the middle of his career. And so I think that, I would hope personally that Tannehill would be okay with it. I am still optimistic that, maybe Malik Willis has been developing behind the scenes in Tennessee and is going to come out and shock people. And if he's a starter, that's what I'm hoping, clearly, as a Packers fan. But it makes sense that the Packers are reaching out to a veteran guy. If you guys want more Packers content, feel free to follow me on Twitter, LukeBeller3. I typically share a lot of stuff there a little bit earlier. And if you want to get the news notified to you right away, make sure you turn on the post notifications on this YouTube channel as well, because I've covered the Packers, any news that comes out as fast as I can. But thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a fun Sunday watching football, which I will as well. And I'll see you guys next time.